Hey everyone, thanks for hanging back out with us again. Today, we haven't poured much of the jerk baits, but we have the Angling AI open pour jerk bait that we're going to be pouring today. And we're going to show you how we do that. And we're going to use, of course, some alpha pigments, and I'm going to show you how you can use just half a cup of plastic and use it 3 different ways to make one bait. So stay tuned and hope you like it. Okay, here we are on the Angling AI website, the 5-inch open pour jerk bait. Look at that price, $39. Pretty sure that's Chris Jones' picture there. Another great bait maker. Check him out. It's inside, both sides. Alright, so 2-position hook slot. And the eye is 4 millimeters. That's really small. So, yeah, check these guys out. Very cool. All right. Okay, so here's the jerk bait. Nice. From Angling AI. Now, there's a couple of things we're going to show you. This is what we look like. Now, you see the hook slot? Now you can choose to have it like it is and have that deep hook slot like that, or move it up. And that was what the website said, the 2-level hook slot. See, that will give you a bigger hook penetration, and this one will give you more belly meat. Understand? And the eyes, if you noticed on our regular ones, the eyes, regular swim baits, the eyes protrude inward, so that way you can rest the eye into it. But this is 4 millimeters, like I said, and my fingers, that's a hard pinch for me. So I'm going to show you how we can pour that eye, and then you don't have to worry about setting eyes in there, and it just poured right into the plastic, so it won't ever fall out or anything either, because it's all going to be welded, bonded together. So we're going to show you how we do this. So first thing first is the eyes. So this is just some remelt black that we had. We're gonna heat this up, and I'm going to show you how we pour the eyes real quick. Alright, we see our molds all laid out and our black right here. Now this is also a tip when you're putting shad dots on swim baits, to use a Q-tip. But I wanted to show you, if you notice, the head, it's got that slight angle. So if you just lay these down, then dab your black in the eye socket, it's going to kind of like be slanted at an angle, you know. So you need to pick them up so that way you hold them level. And then I like to just dip a little black on the Q-tip, and then just a little, one single drop, oops, a little more, one single drop in the eye socket. Guess a little bit more. Okay, here we go. One single drop in the eye socket, just like that. Let's do another one. Maybe we can do this one a little better. There we go. Make it swirl it around, make sure it fills that eye socket up. Cool. So that's how we do that. It makes it so much easier to do these eyes this way. So we're gonna get these done real quick. Alright, there you have it. All the eyes are in. You just notice this one kind of spray it out a little bit, just peel it off. But see, now the eye sockets are in, and then we're gonna get the belly color going now. Now it's also important to know, right now the molds are sitting on just warm temperatures. So what we gotta do is we're gonna close it. We're gonna put it in the deeper one, hook slot that we showed you. So we're gonna close all these up and get them clamped up. Oops, make sure the hook slot's seated right, and both make sure they're all in the same orientation. The 2 hook slot, we're doing the deeper one on this pour, so make sure they're all in the same. Alright, so now we're going to do again half a cup of deadonplastix. We're going to get that in the microwave, and you want to really heat this up slow so that way your plastic stays nice and clear. And then we're going to add some alphapigments to it, and we'll show you how we do that. Alright, here's our hot deadon, and this is what we're going to be putting in here, DiCaprio. Now you can, this is what we can use multiple ways. It's really cool stuff. So we're gonna get a dash. I don't know if you can see that. If you want to know, it's 1/8 of a teaspoon. And we're gonna put a dash of that in there. And then this will be the belly of the jerkbait. So it's with, always remember with powders, you really want to stir them real good so they dissolve and dissipate throughout the plastic thing. Oh yeah, you can already see the color coming through. It's not going to be as clear on the video, but you can see that shine in there. Nice. Stir it real good. This will probably create a little bit of bubbles. Adding any foreign substance to plastisol makes bubbles, but we got the vacuum chamber, so we'll get it sucked out. But just so you know, if you're making these at home, oh yeah, I think we're good. See that? I don't know if you can see that purple shine in there a little bit. Alright, so we're going to get this vacuum chambered and get all the bubbles out of there, and then we'll show you how we do these bellies real quick. Alright, here we go, our beautiful color. Okay, now we're going to pour it just to the top of where that hook slot sits, and make sure it's even across the top, and then just let it stop. Okay. There's only 4 of these. We'll just do them real quick. Just make sure it's even. And the temperature of the molds are about 200 degrees. And that will help them flow into where they gotta go. That color will go where it's supposed to by the heat of the molds. Last one here. Alright. Whoops, of course. Got a drip on that mold, the last drip, huh? Okay. So now, some bait makers just kick their heat all the way up. I do it in segments. So now this is about 200 degrees, really hot. So now the bellies are in. Now we're going to turn it up to about 300 degrees, and I'm going to show you how we mix the top color using the same belly that we just did. We're going to use this cup and do the top color. So I'll meet you back over there. Okay, so we heated this back up just a little bit more, and now we have the DiCaprio. This is the belly, right? So just to spice it up, we're going to throw some super flake in there. This is called Nero. Now if you order from alphapigments, make sure you see super flake and not color shift, because they're completely different. So we're gonna toss a scoop of this in here just to sauce it up, spice it up a little bit. Okay, it's like dust. Look how dusty that is. Okay, and then we're gonna take some Dead on Black, and we're just gonna put 3 drops in here. 3 drops, okay? Now, watch this. This gets cool. Just those couple drops of black in that color. And watch what happens to this. See it? What? What? Look at this. What? That is so awesome. Look at that. Woo. And it's still transparent on the knife. But man, there's like purples, gold, greens, all in there together. Just by those couple drops brought that color of that DiCaprio out. Make sure it's stirred in real nice so the color's nice and even. Look at that. Whoa. And then that Nero Super Flake really just adds a little extra touch to it. So I'm going to get this in the vacuum chamber and get these bubbles out, and then we'll pour the tops off real quick. Okay, so the bellies are in. We're heating up the tops. We're getting them in the vacuum, and then now a lot of people have problems with a skinny little tail of overflowing it. So I'm going to show you how we do it, and it helps out a lot so it doesn't overflow. And in a second, when it's ready, I'll show you how we do it. Okay, so our molds are about 300. Now this is how I like to do it to make sure the tails fill in good and doesn't overflow. I start in the middle and then work it back into that tail and fill that tail in first, and then any overflow will just flow into the body. My hand's gonna be in your way for a second. See, then it doesn't overflow. Pour it in here and let it just, that way any overflow will go into the body instead of overflowing out off the mold. So we're gonna do these real quick. Let me get this out of your way. Start in the middle. Bring it back. Hit the corners. And then the heat of the molds will pull it where it needs to be. And see the overflow comes into the body. Then just finish it off. It's the best way to get those tails to fill in without overflowing. Start there, bring it back. It's the best way I found anyway. Come on. Looks like my plastic is starting to set up a little. And last one. Hard to do this around the camera. My hands are shaking. Woo. Alright. And just to the top. You want to go just level, so that way it's got a little bit of shrinkage room as it cools. And there it is. Alright, so turned off the power on the hot plate, and the molds, we're going to let them cool down naturally on their own pace, and as soon as they're cooled down, we'll tear them open and see what we did. Golly, can we just take a moment to appreciate that alphapigments color? My goodness sakes, look at that. This is going to be for the thumbnail, but I just had to share that. Whoa, amazing pigment colors. Alright, so they're cooled down. Let's get these off the clamps. And I wanted to show you that it didn't flow over. Nice. Alright, we're going to open these up. Alright, check this out. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that awesome? And you notice the eyes nice and poured in there. As always, we'll take them outside. Oh, look at that. Very cool. Look at that, huh? The lighting sucks in here. Let's go outside real quick. Alright, here we are outside. Always better lighting. Check out that color. Wow, look at that. Wow, the way the sun hits it like that. Very cool. You can use one pigment multiple ways to create those effects just by adding a couple drops of black. Very, very cool. And the eyes are poured in, so you don't gotta worry about putting those in. They're poured right in with the plastic now. Very, very cool page. Awesome. Alright, so I think they turned out pretty awesome. And as you can see, it didn't flow over if you do it the way I showed you. It helps a lot for these jerkbait molds. But amazing molds from Angling AI. As you can see, they're killer priced. And yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And if you haven't yet, make sure you stop by Alpha Pigments. Use our promo code that's at the bottom. And check the description, video description, for all the links that you need for all the stuff that we always use. And till next time, we appreciate you hanging out.